Around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this is what I call a sport. Fourth bar, brother, but I push the rock up the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best.
That's it.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive as we have at MetLife Stadium.
Man, what the hell happened? Oh, I don't know.
We never have touchdown. I hope y'all can mess double E. 'Cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been moving like a hoodie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a like a bully. Like a bully in the work. You can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I go to first. You might want it bad, but I'm sure I wanna work. I'm a killer 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen? Captain, I'm strapped in. No, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slack. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. 'Cause here comes the pain. No one to call up for help. No one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a war, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor. In the trenches like a war, if they wanna give them more, when I touch down. Touchdown, touchdown. We never have touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown. We never have touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown. We never have touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried 'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and a...
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. This defense for the Pats, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
That he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Mac Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. on the play there, second down. The Jets sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. They'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. In motion right is Wilson. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Jets nothing. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, That allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield
and intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's good for 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. First down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run with his second-year man. That's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 15-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
A short kick taken at the 18. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hall ought to give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Complete to Ty Montgomery. A gain of 14. First down, New England.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
There's Wilson to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In motion right is Wilson. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. At their own 13. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 82 yards. And the Patriots are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Jets 7. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the